Big news for all of my NBA 2K veterans, man. This is really going to hit home. Like, those guys at NBA 2K, they're doing a swell job, and this is going to change the whole gameplay for 2K15. Like, when you play 2K15 when it comes out, and then you play 2K14, it's going to be like night and day. Like, when I tell y'all this news, like, y'all gonna be saying, man, like, I wish they would have put this in the game earlier. But so this is what it is. I was on Twitter a couple hours ago, and I saw this tweet by Operation Sports. It said NBA 2K15 new shot meter explained. And I was like, I think I should check this out. So I read the article. The article is by Mike Wang. I put the article in the description, but the article is by Mike Wang. He's the senior game designer over at 2K. I don't know how long he's been there, but he's a very prominent member over there. Yeah, he's a senior game designer. And in the article, he states that in previous NBA 2K games, that the timing of the release of the jump shot was a small factor in this whole enormous equation of whether or not you make the shot or not. And that whenever they put in real player percentage, I don't know when they put that feature in the game, but whenever it was activated, that it helped a little bit for the user, but it really wasn't true to its real life counterpart, and that the skill of the user had a very small impact. Did y'all understand what I just said? Like, let me say it again, because it probably went over your head. This is coming from the people who make the game. This is from the devs. They said in the article that the skill of the user had a minimal impact. So really, there was no separation from people who are, who watch basketball, play basketball, and are hardcore gamers of the NBA 2K, than from people who just know, I Stephen Curry, I shoot three. Like, there was no, difference between garbage players and people who get by lucky off of glitches and just troll the whole time, from people who actually play the game and know the game. So, but now 2K15 is going to scrap all that. All that's done. This new shot meter is going to be groundbreaking in the gameplay element of the game. So now, user timing or precision timing it's mainly the sole factor on whether or not you make the shot or not. So this really puts the user accountable on whether he makes the shot or not. And this is what I've been asking for, because now you really gotta do your homework on what team you're gonna use. So this puts like the user like an actual coach or an actual player. Like, you need to know your team, you need to know your personnel. So for instance, if my favorite team is the Dallas Mavericks and that's the team I'm going to stick with, I need to learn everybody's jump shot. And that if I just play with the Mavericks for about like 6 weeks and then I skip to another team, it's going to be harder for me to play with that team because I don't know their jump shot and their release timing. So this really puts the user accountable of whether he makes a shot or not. And now it's kind of like free throw shooting. Like, if you have the perfect release, you'll make the majority of the shots. But the further you are away from the release timing, the decrease in the percentage that you're gonna make the shot. And this is what I've been asking for, because this is a way better feedback system from that stupid letter grading scale that they use. Because a lot of times I would come up the courts, run a good play for my shooters, and they'll be wide open. Like, they had enough time to do their taxes, take the kids to school, eat a bowl of ice cream, and then shoot the three. So he would have A+ quality shot and then A+ quality timing and miss the shot. And then my opponent would get the rebound, run up to the 3-point line, don't even know the release. He doesn't even know the release. Very early F quality, and he'll make the shot. I cannot tell you how many times I have lost games on 2K. I have cussed out my TV. I have thrown my controller across the room, all because that user timing and that letter grading scale was just so false, man. So now 2K15 they changed all of that. Something also was very important in that article. Mike Wing, he listed a couple concerns that future players and new players to NBA 2K might have about the new shot, the shot meter. He stated that you can't really master the shot meter, and just because you get perfect timing on it doesn't mean you're gonna make the shot every time. It helps if you get perfect timing, but you won't make every shot. The way the meter goes is that it'll show when you're supposed to release the shot, and it'll be much more, you know, better than the dumb grading that they had previously. And that also you can turn the feature off if you want to, so it's not something that's, you know, permanently in the game that you can't toggle off. That's something you have to adapt to. I wish they did that, but they do have the option to turn it off. And that also real player field goal percentage is still in the game, so you can turn it off, or you can turn it on. And also it's very difficult to get perfect timing on the release, especially if you're playing on Superstar and Hall of Fame. So this new shot meter really, like I said before, puts the player solely accountable whether he makes the shot or not, and that this really separates, you know, the weak from the good players. And I'm excited, like I'm ready for 2K15 to come out, because I can't wait to try this thing out. So now I really actually gotta buckle down and do my homework on what team I'm gonna you know, ride with. So I'm excited about it. If you have any concerns, if you never heard of this news, I will put the article in the description. Please check it out, read it, get your thoughts about it. Do you like the shot system? Do you think it's dumb? Do you think it's a godsend? Do you think, what are they smoking over at 2K? Feel free to leave your comments and your opinions down below. Always make sure you like it up. And should I stress on subscribing? Yes, subscribe. If you want to get the newest content than anybody else on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I will subscribe back. Subscribe to hear all the newest game related news, from all the way from hip hop to sports to games. I got all that. So thank y'all for your time. Go pick up 2K15. It's gonna be a great game this year. Go ahead, check it out.